A few days ago, Huawei Executive Director Yu Chengdong successfully pushed himself to the center of public opinion. At the delivery event of AITO M7, which is the second model of the cooperation between Huawei and SERES, Yu Chengdong publicly stated, Harmony OS Cockpit offers the best cockpit driving experience. Some car manufacturers use our modules in our Harmony OS, but they use their own solutions in its interactive human-machine interface and UI. After I experienced it, I felt it was rubbish. Yu Chengdong's remarks undoubtedly caused a lot of controversy. So, what cockpit services does Huawei provide to car brands? Is the Harmony OS cockpit really the best in the world? What are the outstanding performances of Huawei's second cooperative model, the AITO M7? Your vision is your world. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Auto Age. Now you are on the journey to look back at every change in the car, witness every surge in speed, and explore the mystery behind the car. Before we started today's video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, let's get started. What cockpit services does Huawei provide to car brands? Well, at present, Huawei offers two services to car brands. One is the Harmony OS cockpit. In short, Huawei provides both hardware and software, while car brands do nothing. The other is that Huawei provides the hardware, and the car brand designs the software by itself. As for Yu Chengdong said that the partner's stuff is garbage. Here the partner mainly refers to Huawei to provide the hardware, the car brand design their own software. After explaining it clearly, let's talk about another question. Is Huawei's Harmony OS cockpit really the best in the world? First of all, we have to say that the user experience of Huawei's Harmony OS cockpit is very good, because in the current era of intelligent interconnection, Huawei has conducted in-depth research on users' usage habits and user experience through many smart devices such as mobile phones, watches, home appliances, and laptops. But the focus of traditional car brands is still on the engine, transmission and chassis. In terms of the user experience of the smart cockpit, all of them have a big shortcoming. So Huawei's smart cockpit does have merit. However, this world's best smart cockpit also has conditions. What are the conditions? That is, you have a Huawei smart home at home, you use a Huawei mobile phone, a Huawei smartwatch, and a Huawei laptop. Then you will have the best experience if you use the Harmony OS cockpit system together. If you are using an Apple mobile phone and an Apple computer, and you do not have a smart home in your home, these users may not be able to enjoy all the functions of the Harmony OS cockpit. So, at present, we witness that many car brands are now making mobile phones. NIO wants to develop mobile phones, and Geely Automobile has acquired Meizu mobile phones. In fact, they all want to build a better smart cockpit. There are also many mobile phone brands making cars, such as Huawei, Xiaomi, Apple, and now Samsung, Sony, and they are also developing smart cockpits. Therefore, in the future, the automotive smart cockpit market will definitely not be dominated by Huawei. Why do car brands insist on independent research and development systems? So don't car brands know that the software developed by themselves is not as good as that developed by Huawei? No, they know. But why do these car brands develop their own software designs? The reasons are mainly in two aspects. First, the smart cockpit is a development trend of automobiles in the future. Car brands also want to bind some users through independent research and development. If all car brands use Huawei's Harmony OS cockpit, it will increase the users of Huawei, not the users of car brands. Therefore, Many car brands now prefer to develop their own apps and their own car machine systems, even if they are not as convenient to use as Huawei. As for the second reason, as I mentioned just now, Huawei's Harmony OS cockpit is very friendly to users who use Huawei's smart hardware, but users who don't use Huawei's smart hardware can't enjoy all the functions. But now China's smartphone, the largest shipment supplier, is not Huawei. We all know that Huawei has been sanctioned by CHIPS, and other mobile phone brands including Apple, Xiaomi, and their smartphone shipments are all very large. Therefore, car brands also want to connect with more users through their own research and development of smart cockpits. They want to connect users of Huawei phones, users of Xiaomi phones, and users of Apple phones. Therefore, under such circumstances, their car machine system takes care of a wider range of user experience and is more open. So, the user experience is definitely not as good as Huawei. Car brands do this for their own reasons. What's more, first-tier luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi are even less likely to entrust software design to Huawei. So, what is different about the M7, the second model that Huawei and SERES cooperated with? The appearance of AITO M7 is similar to that of AITO M5. It adopts a large-sized trapezoidal air intake grille and looks calm and atmospheric with the through-type workshop daytime running lights. The rear part of the car adopts an eagle wing through-type taillight design, which echoes the front of the car and is highly recognizable. The biggest highlight of AITO M7 is undoubtedly that it is equipped with Huawei's Harmony OS smart cockpit. The smoothness and intelligent experience of the car is comparable to that of a mobile phone. It is one of the outstanding car systems at present. In addition, the new car is also equipped with zero-gravity seats and a 19-unit Huawei sound audio system. The comfort and entertainment experience are better than the M5. In addition, the new car is also equipped with Huawei's Drive One electric drive platform, which has two versions, rear-wheel drive version and four-wheel drive version. Among them, the rear-wheel drive version has a maximum power of 200 kilowatts, and the acceleration time of 0 to 100 km per hour is 7.8 seconds, while the dynamic performance of the four-wheel drive version is much better, with a comprehensive power of 330 kilowatts, and the acceleration time of 0 to 100 km per hour is only 4.8 seconds. Under the CLTC condition, the comprehensive cruising range of the two versions can reach more than 1,000 kilometers. As an extended-range hybrid vehicle, such a performance is remarkable. In my opinion, from the point of view of product strength alone, the AITO M7 is a qualified medium and large SUV in the price range of 300,000 renminbi. Whether it is an intelligent experience or comfort, the AITO M7 has done a good job, and with the support of Huawei, I believe it will be favored by many consumers. For the extended program hybrid market, the appearance of the M7 also provides consumers with more choices. However, at this stage, many smart cars have accumulated a certain user group, and it is not easy for the M7 to stand out in the market. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas with other people. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.